If you are an Aries woman over 45 and you have felt lately that you are less willing to tolerate what once felt okay or the life that once fit you no longer does, well, this message is for you. Something real is shifting inside of you. In this video, we are going to explore why Aries women over 45 are fearless. And you might be questioning, right now in your life, you might be questioning relationships, you might be craving peace more than approval, and you could also feel a deep need to simplify, to heal, to finally choose yourself. And if so, this means that you are awakening. So what changes energetically for Aries women? Well, once over time, the pattern becomes exhausting. This is where the shift happens. You stop needing to be in agreement with others. You stop needing validation. You stop the long, exhausting explanations that you have to give to everybody. Not because you don't care, but because you have already lived the consequences of ignoring yourself. And the clarity was always there. There's nothing new. In fact, you just did not trust that clarity before. So for you, Aries, what's happening is not random because the energy right now is shifting and it's speaking directly to you. This is not just a passing phase in your life. It's actually a returning phase to yourself. Because Aries was never meant to live disconnected from themselves. Only for many years, you have learned to adjust and to accommodate and to carry more than you should have. But now that no longer fits. What you're feeling right now is not happening in isolation. You are in a moment where deep change is being supported in a quiet but a very powerful way. Because we have Pluto in Aquarius, you are stepping into a more authentic way of being, but it's also a very powerful way. Pluto in Aquarius for you is a support in the coming few years, especially how you are showing up, how you are being around others. Aquarius understands your need for independence and freedom. And this shift is very powerful because it's shifting you away from external approval, especially in group dynamics. And the need to be understood, to be validated, to be agreed with starts to fade, to loosen. You don't need that anymore. Also, what's happening on the other side, you've got Neptune in Aries, and it's also a support for you, Aries, because it's actually happening in your own sign. So there is a shift that's happening. It's happening with what you have been, who you were, and who you are becoming now. The shift in Neptune is actually dissolving your old identity. So it's dissolving the old version of yourself that is tied to expectations, to roles, to what you should do, what is expected from you. This also starts to fall away. What is left right now is actually something that's more direct, something that's more internal, something that's more real, a version of you that is acting with awareness. The other version of you is actually dissolving. You cannot be unconscious anymore with having Neptune in Aries. You cannot ignore what you feel. You cannot ignore what pretended to be something right and it wasn't really right for you. At the same time, you have Saturn in Aries that's also supportive for you, Aries. There is something for you that's being asked on a very personal level right now to take care of yourself, to be more serious in the way you are heading into the next phase and leading your life from now on. So it's not in a heavy way, even though it's Saturn, but it's in an honest way. You are being asked to grow into your own power of being who you are and to become more intentional with your energy, to stop reacting and start choosing. This is maturity. It's maturing your identity. So the Saturn doesn't ask, what do others want or think? It's actually asking you right now, what is actually true for you? Now, on the other side, we've got Uranus in Gemini. This is also very supportive for you, Aries. The way you think, the way you see things, the way it's beginning to change, and it's beginning to change very fast than before. You might not even recognize your old patterns anymore. This is where it starts to click for you. Because Gemini fuels Aries, and this brings a sudden clarity, something faster with your decisions. It's becoming to be very real. A shift in how you think and how you communicate. So you might notice that you are speaking more directly now, seeing things way quicker than before. This is not impulsiveness, as always they used to tell you, Aries, you are impulsive. This is actually you are losing patience for confusion or mixed signals. This is an alignment. This speeds up your perception. And instead of needing long processing, you are actually seeing faster right now, which reduces your need to discuss, analyze, revisit, explain yourself. You are moving into a very different way of being perceived by others. At the same time, we've got Jupiter in Cancer. Now, this is for you not a very comfortable placement, Aries, because it's opening up your emotional world and it's harder for you to ignore what you feel. It's not easy for you to recognize what truly nourishes you. This is where it feels different because you might feel more emotional than usual, more sensitive, more aware of what hurts you and what doesn't feel safe. And for you, Aries, this is very uncomfortable for you because you are not used to sit in emotions. You are used to move forward. This energy is slowing you down. And it's not to weaken you, it's not to annoy you, but it's actually to help you understand what truly matters in this phase in your life right now. So Jupiter wants to expand. Jupiter expands everything it touches. And in Cancer, it's expanding your emotional awareness, your sensitivity, your memory of the past emotions that you had. It's also expanding what feels safe versus what feels unsafe for you. So now this is a new territory for you, Aries. Aries moves forward, Cancer feels deeply, and when Jupiter is in Cancer, it's asking you to feel things differently. So what happens now? You might want to have clarity. Clarity is showing up as impatience, as frustration, as wanting to move quickly. But now, having Jupiter in Cancer, you feel the truth more deeply, more fully. Not just this isn't right, but this doesn't feel good for me anymore. And that feeling is very deep and intense. We also have the North Node in Pisces. And this energy is also not a very comfortable energy for you, Aries, because it's quietly guiding you towards something different, something softer, towards something that is asking you to let go, something that is asking you to trust, something is asking you to become the person that you always wanted to be. Even if parts of you feel uncertain right now, I ask you to trust, even when you don't have the full plan, even when you don't have a very clear path, because this is not easy for you, Aries. You want direction. You like movement. You right now is being faced with, I need to be guided to move with intuition, not urgency. And that's not an easy energy for you. So from an Aries perspective energy, Aries is ruled by Mars, and Mars is a very instant energy. It's a go-go energy, and Mars is ruled by energy, by movement, by actions. And right now, it doesn't process by taking actions or talking things out. It's actually is processing through your body, meaning you feel that there is a pull forward, there is a resistance, there is a yes and no. Early in life, that instant got very overridden. Why? Because Aries women are told to be more patient, consider other people, soften your directness, and instead of trusting that immediate knowing, they start to look outside of themselves for other external validations, for confirmation. And this is the pattern that changes after 45. So in this phase in your life, it's not asking you to become stronger. You are already very strong, Aries. It's asking you to become clearer and honest in how you use this strength and how you are guiding yourself in your path. So you might start to see clearly. You might still be giving energy out of habit, not desire, not because you want to continue that. Where you're still showing up, you might still not be fully present for yourself. Where you have outgrown something, but you haven't completely stepped out of it yet. So this is where it becomes very real. Aries doesn't struggle with knowing, Aries knows. But Aries struggles with staying once she knows. And this is the difference. So now it's less about figuring things out, it's more about allowing yourself and your life to reflect what you already know. This might look like letting certain conversations end sooner. You might interrupt people, you might not have the patience to continue having the same patterns of conversations again. Not picking up what you used to carry as burdens or responsibilities automatically. Like you used to just pick up responsibility and go on and carry it for everybody else. Not stepping in to fix other people. I'll fix it, but no longer feels like yours to fix anymore. So it's not dramatically, it's not all at once, it's consistently. But what's changing right now is your relationship to your own energy. You are starting to recognize where you place your energy. How does it shape your life? What is not tolerable or what you cannot tolerate anymore? What you cannot explain anymore and what you cannot manage and carry on anymore. So this is awareness. This is changes how you're moving, but in different direction. So the more honest you are with yourself, you might find yourself needing more space than before, more quietness, more solitude, more distance from others, from your demands, from your relationships, from your constant interaction with others. Not because something is wrong, but because you are no longer processing life externally as you used to do. You are feeling it and you are understanding it from your own perspective and you are deciding from within. So that requires a different kind of presence with yourself. Now, I want to leave you with something. You are feeling this shift. There is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with how you are shifting right now. You are fully being pulled away from a life that no longer fits you. You are realizing things. You are realizing who you are becoming, and you are more aligned with it right now. So, this is part of your life where you feel that you are willing to start all over again, to finally be living the life that you always wanted in a way that feels this is you, that's who I am, this is who I want to be. If you recognize yourself in this, take a moment and just notice what has already changed for you. Not what you want to change, but what has already started changing for you. And if you're feeling this, please share with us. I would genuinely like to hear what has already been for you. If you want to align your life with the planet's cycles, please hit the subscribe button and like so you would never miss a video and you would help my channel grow. Thank you so much for watching and welcome to the next chapter in your life.